Oscar his favourite toys for some reason, the little cotton bud tips. He absolutely just rips it apart. Oh yes, your favourite. Ready? Ready? Go! He loves those, and he loves hair elastics as well. It's so cute watching him play with this. He'll just play with it for hours and it's adorable. So I don't know why, but you can buy all the expensive toys in the world and they will just want average household items instead to just have hours of entertainment with. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would do a little bit of a Q&A answering some of your burning questions about my foster cats, because if you have been around here for a while, you would have seen me taking care of a bunch of different animals, and that is because I am a registered foster carer with the RSPCA here in Victoria. And that means I am volunteering my time and efforts to go in and temporarily kind of adopt an animal, and I take them home with me and take good care of them depending on what is wrong with them or whether it's just to give a little bit of a relief to the shelter. So that is something that I really love doing. I suppose it is my form of doing a little bit of community service and a little bit of a charitable thing, and honestly, it is one of the most rewarding things you can do because animals have so much love to give, and it just breaks my heart knowing that some of them have been abandoned or surrendered or just given up because they had some sort of problem with them and people were just not interested in taking care of them. And unfortunately, this is something that has really become quite common after the lockdowns and a lot of those situations as well, because tons of people went out and bought animals and then they just realized that it was too much effort once they were back into their regular routines, and they have since surrendered them. So I've heard so many heartbreaking stories about this, and I just don't understand how people can do that. Like, an animal is a member of your family. It's like once you get them, unless there is a serious personal thing going on in your life, it's a commitment that you have to make. And people seem to forget that an animal is going to live for 10, 15, 20 years, and that's just the responsibility that you need to take on board. And there are so many considerations that I think people forget that go along with an animal as well, like obviously taking care of them day to day. There are veterinary bills that you might need. There might be insurance. You may need to take them to an emergency vet if something goes wrong. So you kind of need to have extra money, and then just feeding them and all of those other general expenses as well. Hello, darling. So this is Oscar. He is my current foster animal, and he is a 5-year-old boy cat, and he's just gorgeous. I'm absolutely in love with him, and he's so gentle natured. I think a lot of the boy cats are like this. They are just incredibly affectionate and they really love to snuggle up with you. So I'll try and insert a couple of photos of him curled up with me on the couch, but he is a little sook. He honestly sleeps next to me in the bed, sometimes even under the covers, and he just loves, oh, you don't want to get down. He's lovely. Honestly, he will just snuggle with me all day long if he had the choice. So yeah, he is a special little boy that came to me with some issues in his hind legs. So as a foster carer, the cats usually have some sort of ailment. Like sometimes you're just providing relief for a really busy shelter and they just need to get the animals out of the cages and socializing in a home with somebody so that they are ready for adoptions. And other times they are because the animal needs some special attention, and the vets and staff at the shelters are so incredibly busy that they just do not have time to deal with all of the different things. So if it's a non-serious issue that a carer can deal with, then we will receive special instructions basically on how to care for them. So little Oscar needed to lose some weight because when he first came to me, he was a little bit chunky. So he's been on a special diet, which is some metabolic cat biscuits and also a little metabolic food sachet. So that has been really helpful because he's definitely lost about 1 kilo. So now he's a really healthy weight, which will also assist with the issues he was having with his back legs. And the other thing is he had this stuff called Catrophin, which is essentially almost like what you would give a human who had sore hips or was on their way to getting like a hip replacement. So it was quite similar to cortisone injections is my kind of understanding. If you're a vet, you can absolutely correct me. I have truly no idea what I'm talking about, but that's just how they kind of explained it to me. So I was essentially bringing him home. He's been with me for about a month, and that was to monitor his condition and see if he had some sensitivity in his back legs. So definitely he will turn around and give me a little warning nip if I touch him too much in that area, but he has been amazing. Like, he's currently sitting over on the windowsill. He jumps up on the bed, the chairs, the bench. He will literally catapult himself from this table onto the couch. So he's doing so much better, and I'm so happy because it means that he will now be able to go out for adoptions as well. So I just wanted to interrupt this video to thank today's sponsor, which is Happy and Polly. So I'm going to share a little bit of their website with you guys now, and just so you know, I do have a discount code to share with you as well. It is MSC10 for 10% off their entire range. And basically Happy and Polly provide a ton of adorable cat accessories and really cute little scratching posts and things for around your home. So if you are someone who has a pet, then this website is for you. They have so many cute little water fountains, toys, litter trays. The one that I'm going to show you today is this one, the pink cactus cat tree. And the reason why I got this is because I think it's a really aesthetic home item. And you guys know on this channel, I'm always looking for ways to upgrade ordinary household items to really beautiful things that are going to look great in your space and elevate it a little bit. So I think anything to do with your pets is not excluded from that, because of course you can have things that really stick out like a sore thumb in your home, or you can have these beautiful aesthetic items. So they also do have a bunch of cat bowls and things as well, which would be my pick for the items if you are wanting to create a really beautiful haven for your kitty, but also just have it look really nice in your home as well. So I picked this one because I think it is a great size for an adult cat to be able to play with, and also it's just a really affordable but aesthetically pleasing option. So this item is available in USA, UK, and Australia, and it's a multifunctional design, which means it's suitable for them to scratch, climb, offering the option for a little bit of indoor exercise for your cats when they are an indoor house cat only, which is what all of my cats have been. It's also really high quality. The climber is made out of safe and harmless PVC pipe with the natural sea cell twined rope. Some other items I really recommend from their range are the mat feeders and also the little cat bowls as well. So yet again, a much better alternative and something that is super easy to clean and wipe down so that you can always have a really fresh space, even when there are little food spills from your precious little baby as well. So thank you so much to Happy and Polly for sponsoring this portion of the video. And if you guys are interested in grabbing any of those items or something like the beautiful pink cactus tree, you can click the link in the description box down below, which will take you straight to their website and you can get shopping. I do have a little bit of a interesting story time of something that happened to me yesterday as well. I was walking home from work and I was just like heading up the street on my way to my place, like sort of really carrying this very heavy bag and a bunch of parcels I just picked up from the post office. And I don't know if many of you guys are quite religious or spiritual or just kind of believe in the universe doing particular things at a certain time, but I just had this moment where there was this beautiful Bengal cat, and if you have seen those before, they're the ones that kind of look like little leopards, and he was just rolling around in the middle of the road, and I was like, who on earth would let a beautiful cat like this out? Because not only are they really expensive, but he was gorgeous and he just looked like someone's house cat. So I'm like, I don't know if I should like call the number on the tag and like tell them their cat's outside, or if he's just allowed to roam freely, but he was the most beautiful cat, and this other lady stopped to like pat him as well. So we were just kind of chatting and like patting the cat, and anyway, then we sort of moved on and we ended up walking in the same direction down my street, and I just got chatting to this lady. She was incredibly lovely, and we just talked about all sorts of different things to do with the fostering and taking care of animals, and she said she had actually adopted a cat from the RSPCA as well. So we had all this common ground, and then as we got to the end of the street, she said that she works at Bunnings and my mum works at Bunnings, and I was just like, this is just it's like someone has just put me on this woman's path today, and we were just meant to meet and have this really beautiful interaction. And actually what she ended up telling me as she was departing was that she had just been visiting her father in respite. So I think the universe was really just giving me to this woman to give her a really positive experience, because she was just really, really upset. And I think we just had this little 5-minute uplifting interaction, and it was just the strangest thing. And the only regret I have is not offering to give her a hug as I was leaving, because my hands were full and I just feel like she really could have used one. But it was just one of those little moments where I was like, I feel like doing these little good things like fostering an animal or just having that care in your heart for something bigger than yourself is like such a fulfilling and rewarding feeling. And it is definitely why I love fostering animals. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in case it's something you have ever been considering, because there are animal shelters all over Australia and all over the world that could definitely use your help. So if it's something you're interested in doing, I would absolutely encourage you to go ahead and do it. I know a bunch of people say they've had foster fails where they end up keeping their animals, and I am very, very close with Oscar because he is just fantastic. So the closing process that I end up doing before I hand them back is I fill out an assessment form. So I will assess his behavior, how he is going with whatever his particular ailment would be. So some cats I've had like cat flu, so I just need to say that they've gotten better. And also I just say some really cute things about him, and I include a bunch of really adorable photos. So I'll pop them on screen so you can see the photos that I sent to them. But these will go up on his profile when he is ready for adoption. And I also nominate to know what's going on as well. So if he is not put up for adoption for a while, I would then offer to go back and take him again for a little while, because I never ever want any animals that I have been with to, I guess the sad reality is if a cat or animal is there for too long, then unfortunately they may have to let them go. And that is something I just absolutely could not deal with. So I'm always saying that I would love to know the outcome, and just know that he's found a really beautiful forever home. So if you are wanting to donate to the RSPCA in any way, I can totally recommend that you could drop in there with old toys, blankets. They also have a store that you can shop at to support them. You can go down and have a look at adoptions if you are thinking of adopting an animal as well. Or you might just want to do a cash donation online just to help them out, which is also a really lovely thing to do. And we are coming up to tax time, so I'm pretty sure you would be able to claim that back as well. So something to consider if you feel touched by this story of my beautiful little foster cat, Oscar. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will chat to you guys in the next video.